Welcome to our Physical Exceptionalities Townhall assignment presentation. This presentation is on the family resources ErinOakKids. This presentation was created by Nathan, Catherine, Antonella, Dion, Ijoma, and Yali. ErinOakKids, the Center for Treatment and Development.
ErinOakKids is a not-for-profit organization funded primarily by the Government of Ontario through the Ministry of Children, Community and Social Services. Additional support comes from private and corporate donors, as well as the contributions of volunteers who offer their time and expertise.
ErinOakKids works from a family-centered philosophy, and our focus is on the strengths and resilience of our clients and their families. We have close connections throughout our community, and partner with school boards, other service providers, and hospitals in the delivery of care, including Sick Kids and Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital in Toronto.
Origins and History 1971. Credit Valley Association for Handicapped Children, CVAHC. The idea for ErinOakKids began when a group of parents in Mississauga recognized the need for a local rehabilitation center to support children with disabilities in Peel and Halton regions.
1978. The Credit Valley Treatment Center for Children. The original center was built.
1980. Bill 82, the Education Amendment Act. The act established Identification, Placement, and Review Committees, IPRC, and marked a major advancement in the inclusion of children with disabilities in the public education system.
1987. ErinOakKids Center for Treatment and Development. The organization adopted a new name, ErinOak. The word, treatment, was intentionally removed from the name to avoid sounding overly clinical. The new name was inspired by its location between Erin Mills and Oakville.
Locations and services. ErinOakKids operates 4 locations across Ontario: Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville. These centers provide both clinic-based and school-based programs and serve children and youth with a wide range of needs, including physical and developmental disabilities, communication disorders, autism spectrum disorder, blindness and/or deafness.
Services offered. ErinOakKids offers a wide range of services, including autism services, communication services, including speech-language therapy, infant hearing program, medical services, occupational therapy, physiotherapy services, vision services.
Family care and respite. Family-centered support is also a key part of their model, including respite care, independent living programs, school-based rehabilitation services, SBRS, where occupational therapists, physical therapists, and speech-language pathologists work in partnership with school boards to help students access and participate fully in education. In addition to therapy, ErinOakKids offers respite programs, which are especially important for families of children with autism or complex care needs. These programs give caregivers a break while ensuring their children receive safe and engaging care.
The role of educational assistants, EAs, in collaboration with ErinOakKids. Educational assistants, EAs, are essential members of the school team. They work closely with classroom teachers, school's internal support staff, school-based rehabilitation team from ErinOakKids when applicable. The primary responsibility of an EA is to ensure the safety and inclusion of all students in their care, supporting their participation in both learning and school community life.
Strategies and treatment plans. When a student receives services from ErinOakKids, the EA plays a key role in implementing the strategies and treatment plans recommended by therapists, such as occupational therapists, physiotherapists, speech-language pathologists, and other specialists. These strategies may include safe positioning and transfers, use of alternative or augmentative communication methods, assistance with personal hygiene and toileting, support with feeding and mealtime routines, when applicable.
Individual Education Plan, IEP. In addition, EAs regularly consult the student's Individual Education Plan, IEP, which is developed in collaboration with educators, families, and the ErinOakKids assessment team. The IEP outlines specific learning goals, accommodations, and strategies tailored to the student's individual needs. EAs help optimize these strategies through prompting and cueing, positive reinforcement, environmental modifications, data collection to monitor student progress and inform any necessary adjustments. EAs also play a critical role in promoting student independence, autonomy, and confidence. This includes providing the tools and support students need to succeed across multiple settings, academically, socially, and functionally.
A collaborative and interdisciplinary approach. Being an EA in this context is part of a collaborative and interdisciplinary effort. It's essential that EAs receive appropriate training and ongoing support to accurately implement therapy strategies in the classroom. Open, ongoing communication between EAs, the school team, families, and ErinOakKids professionals ensures that support remains aligned and effective. This model is part of what is often referred to as an interdisciplinary team approach, which is
a group of healthcare professionals or people from diverse fields work in a coordinated fashion towards a common goal for the student. Some work with each other, but generally fields that go hand in hand.
This collaborative approach improves consistency in the student's experience, from home, to school, to the rehabilitation center, and ultimately enhances their ability to participate meaningfully in daily life. Supporting students with disabilities in school and life. ErinOakKids plays a vital role in supporting children and youth with disabilities by providing assessments, treatment plans, and therapies that promote independence, participation, and overall well-being. The center works in close partnership with schools and families to ensure each child receives the support they need, regardless of financial or social barriers.
Assessment and treatment services. An assessment through ErinOakKids helps determine the most appropriate course of action for each child, depending on their unique needs. Services may include speech and language therapy, occupational therapy, OT, physiotherapy, PT, infant hearing program, autism services, including behavior therapy and respite support.
School-based rehabilitation services, SBRS. Some of these services are delivered directly within the school through the School-based Rehabilitation Services, SBRS, program. When a student is referred by the school board, an ErinOakKids therapist conducts an assessment and shares recommendations with the team, which may include the EA, teacher, CERT, special education resource teacher, principal, and the family. These recommendations are integrated into the student's individual education plan, IEP, and the school supports the implementation of in-school therapy sessions.
Importance of inclusive and timely support. Students with exceptional needs often face barriers beyond their disability, including social stigma, discrimination, and reduced self-esteem. Access to inclusive therapies and services not only supports their physical and cognitive development but also promotes dignity, confidence, and belonging in the school environment. Crucially, many families would be unable to afford private treatment options. Public access to ErinOakKids services helps to level the playing field, creating equal opportunities for all students to succeed. A student who is given the appropriate treatment and adaptive tools to succeed in an educational environment where barriers are removed will have a greater chance to thrive.
Hi everyone, hope you're having a great summer. Chris here, reporting to you live from I Can Bike, another wonderful summer program that we're so privileged to offer every summer for 1 week. This is our first day. Wonderful collaboration with the town of Milton at this beautiful space that they donate to us. This is another great program that's funded through our fundraising department to help our kids live their fullest lives. So this program is going on all week. Stay tuned for more updates. Take care. Bye.
Personal reflection and advocacy.
As a long-time foster mother, I have had several children access services through ErinOakKids. I have seen the positive impact that timely assessment and individualized treatments can have. But I've also experienced the challenges caused by delays in services delivery. If I could advocate for one change, it would be to reduce the time between assessments and treatments. In my experience, the long gaps often result in regression, particularly for children who need consistency and repetition to make progress. While I understand that staff shortage and high demands are contributing factors, improving access and timeliness would help more children reach their full potential.
ErinOakKids has been a part of my son's life since he was about 2. He is an L3 autistic child with mobility issues. His complications were so complex he spent the first 2.5 years on his back. ErinOakKids helped us get him moving, his legs rolling, crawling, and walking with assistance. They taught us how to use the multiple mobility devices he needed, from standers, wheelchairs, walkers, to bathing needs like bath chairs. They worked with us at the actual center until he was school aged. They helped us with the transition into school, and since they work with the school, they have maintained a relationship with him. At the school, he has an OT MPT provided by ErinOakKids, who helped him with the main mission of independently standing and walking, utilizing devices and training the EA, as well as my wife and I. Although they did help with the transition to school, they made it seem like my son was going to receive the same type of training when he started school as he was receiving with us, the parents. ErinOakKids only comes in roughly 2 times a month to check devices and answer questions from the EA. They initially trained the EA, and it is up to the EA to maintain the plan.
Personal care and daily living skills. For students with physical exceptionalities, personal care should be fully integrated into the learning environment, not treated as something separate from education. These students often require assistance with toileting and hygiene, feeding, transfers, for example, moving from wheelchair to stander or classroom chair. Mobility support. ErinOakKids supports personal care through its interdisciplinary team, which may include occupational therapists, physiotherapists, and speech-language pathologists. Each therapist provides individualized assessments and recommendations that ensure these tasks can be performed safely, both at school and at home, while also encouraging student independence. For example, following a therapist's recommendations on safe feeding techniques allows students to join their peers during lunch, promoting both inclusion and social interaction.
Family and school collaboration. ErinOakKids not only supports students but also trains parents and caregivers. Parents are given guidance on how to use specialized equipment, perform exercises, and follow therapeutic routines, especially during the early years before school begins. Once a child enters school, their care continues in collaboration with the school team. EAs work closely with the therapists from ErinOakKids to implement treatment plans developed in partnership with the classroom teacher, CERT, special education resource teacher, principal, family members. ErinOakKids also provides equipment during the school year and may loan it out during the summer months so that therapy can continue at home.
Conclusion. The support and services offered by ErinOakKids have a life-changing impact on students with disabilities. When implemented effectively and delivered in a timely manner, these supports remove barriers and give every student the chance to thrive, academically, socially, and emotionally. As professionals and caregivers, we must continue advocating for improved access, stronger collaboration, and greater inclusion for all children, because every child deserves the opportunity to become their best self.
Being there as those very first clients walked through the door, being able to watch them as they interacted with the space.
Ezra walks in and he's all over the map, checking out all the cool doors and hallways. He sees this fireplace, which is like the coolest thing to him.
These little details that were incorporated into the building and into the design instantly became part of the experience of ErinOakKids. The truth windows. There were 3 children in a row with their faces just glued to the window watching the elevator gears.
He runs through the doors. I can't keep up with him in the parking lot.
It's bigger and better.
It is so open, it is so bright. This building is full of hope. All the windows and the light and the colors just speak to that.
ErinOakKids is finally in buildings that represent the amazing work that gets done here at ErinOakKids.
These buildings are a game changer.
There's greater opportunity for interprofessional when we all get to work alongside of each other.
I can just hop over to somebody's desk and quickly get some professional development in a short period of time.
So there's more opportunities for collaboration.
It's important for parents to be able to come to a single site for all the services that they need for their children.
It has all the facilities that the kids need, the gyms, the washrooms.
There are things that I can do here that I could never do at my site before. Our ADL kitchen, our playgrounds, our gym. There's just so many more services that we can do now that we couldn't do before. They've made the site fun. So it's not just a place to come for therapy, but it's a fun place that family members want to go to and spend time.
We have all the toys and tools that we need in these bright, beautiful spaces. Kids are really happy to come back again and again.
I like it because it's
fun, and it's where I get to see my friends I don't get to see every single day.
It's the biggest respite facility in the province, and it's the only respite facility that will allow us to serve children who are otherwise hard to serve and whose families never get a break. So children who are medically complex and children who are behaviorally complex.
It's kind of like where I grew up, basically, like home to me.
Every kid wants to come to this place because they feel like I was happy.
I don't know what I would have done without ErinOakKids.
Buildings and things are shiny for a second, but a relationship is always shiny. It's the people. The biggest impact ErinOakKids is having on our lives, Ezra's lives, is giving us the tools to better his life. He was never supposed to have function below the waist. He was never supposed to stand. He was never supposed to crawl. He was never supposed to ride a bike.
We bring about change here. We bring about hope here. There are things that our clients do here that they've never done for their families before. I've heard first words, I've been there for first steps, and those type of miracles get to happen here, and that is absolutely amazing.
These buildings could not have come to fruition without the assistance of many. To the Government of Ontario, our funding Ministry of Children and Youth Services, our local MPPs, and generous donors, thank you so very much. These new facilities will stand for decades as a legacy to your vision and your support.